meditate, stay hydrated, please just regulate. Elevate, gym life, meditate, stay hydrated, please just regulate. Elevate, gym life, meditate, stay hydrated, please just regulate. Elevate, gym life, meditate, stay hydrated, please just regulate.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for being here.
It's Car Corner.
It's Dreamflight.
It is a nice day to watch some disc golf.
The back nine of the first round of Presidents Cup Mudau. How do you pronounce that?
Mudau.
Mudau.
Yep. Yeah, pretty beautiful property. There's a foot golf course you can see to the right. Really fun.
Crazy. Did you guys do that?
I lost. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see what the back nine brings. The front nine was kind of mid, I would say.
Yeah. To use the hip slang of the youngsters. It was a little slow for everybody, but Timo there leading the pack along with Daniel Nisi and Frederick Faber. We'll see if he can keep that going and see if you, Flo, and Chris can turn your rounds around.
Yeah, we would really like to have a spot on that top 10 field you can see here, because this is where we all feel like we belong. So let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, but nobody's jumped too far out of you guys. It's pretty tightly packed a little bit and hole 10.
Tightly packed is also the hazard to the right side of hole 10.
Wow, yeah.
Exactly. You can see the grass is higher, everything where the grass is high or there's some dirt or something. It's OB, not OB, it's hazard. So you get to play from where it lies, which, yeah, just makes the hyzer play more feasible.
Yeah, because you're not immediately killed for it. But
exactly.
Still surprised with his forehand that he's not taking the more, the safe route.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's more safe. I mean...
Safer. I'm terrible.
No, but he's playing to circles edge left, and I think that's just the safe play. You can always land your hyzer there. And yeah, just has to make a putt. The circle around the green, or the safe circle around the green, is pretty small though, so the putt is definitely also a bit sketchy, and Chris gets a pretty big skip here. It looked kind of like Timo's shot, but...
I imagine nobody's parked on this hole.
Well,
you send this to the moon? But, okay, never. Hey, I'm really sorry about that, man.
And people are gonna believe you have seen this before if you keep doing stuff like that.
No. I mean, you took a much sharper angle, Spike hyzer.
Yeah, it's just 110 meters is just a really dialed in distance for me on a Spike hyzer. I don't know why, but it really felt good here. No, but as Flo also throws a good shot. I don't mean it like to brag, but it's just, you know, sometimes you have distances that just feel better.
Yeah.
And this is 110 meters is just a distance I feel really comfortable with.
Mine is like 40. I got that down. But everybody going through, everybody getting the long putts that I imagine are pretty normal for this hole. Let's see.
You can see some crowd building.
It's a really scary putt, you're right.
Yeah, but Chris has a good putting style for it. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see head the height and perfect pace control.
Yeah. Is that how he putts in under all conditions now?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Circle's edge for Timo. And that's 2 in a row.
Yeah. The other one was on the other side, though, right? I think the other one was right. But either way, 2 spit outs side of chains.
Oof.
Nobody really punished for their miss thus far.
Flo's looked a little bit tentative, and I have a nice opportunity here to get a stroke on the card.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Felt good.
Looks good.
Must be the head.
No other explanation.
And yeah, Chris is cleaning up. How was this hole playing?
It's right in the middle. It's the ninth easiest or the 10th hardest, if you want to look at it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just right in the middle. It's about what you'd expect. Not a lot of birdies, but not a lot of people really punish.
Yeah, makes sense.
If you're getting a bogey, that's understandable, landing a hazard, but nobody's going huge numbers.
Yeah, and also you all kind of have a chance to save par most of the time if you're in hazard.
Yeah.
Hole 11, 175 meters par 4. This one's really about throwing a far drive and then staying right off the mando tree you can see here to the left. And then if you go
Which of those trees, sorry?
Yeah, the first one. And if you go far enough, you can take this bigger gap. And then the pin position makes it a bit tricky because the pin is kind of on the down slope of that hill. And behind the basket, there's OB. I think not even circle.
So just distance and landing right.
Yeah. And the wind was picking up here big time. So I was throwing into a pretty severe headwind and I threw my most stable disc. And yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
See what Timo does.
Well, he throws really far.
Yeah.
That's what Timo does.
Kind of pure hyzer, never even got it to turn. That's
He just doesn't need to.
It's a cheat code. And Chris is going, as you can see, Chris is going for the full flex shot to get the distance.
Which he gets.
Yeah, and that's also
Is that all three discs we see there?
Yeah, and that's also a good shot. Also decent distance in the headwind. I think one of his better pumps of the round. And Flo is also going for Anheuser out of the hand.
Which he accomplishes.
Well, too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, maybe he overestimated the stability of the disc a bit or underestimated the headwind, but that's a pretty bad mistake to make.
We've seen Flo being the person, like you were talking about Timo's hyzer one angle shot out of the hand. Flo's been the person working most with angles, I'd say here, like always trying to get full flights. And if the wind conditions get trickier, I imagine it's his game that's most affected by that.
Yeah, I think Flo's in general a player that kind of has all angles, and it can be a live by the sword, die by the, like it can benefit you because you kind of have all the shots, but maybe it makes things also a bit more complicated sometimes to just, as opposed to just throwing overstable hyzer all the time, you know.
Another off shot from him.
Yeah,
hitting that tree to the right.
Yeah, Flo's a fighting round. He's not really making it easy for himself. Also had to make a lot of long putts, and Chris also not a good shot. Just short. And I am working with angles here for once. I'm going Anheuser out of the hand to counteract the crosswind a little better.
You seem to be directly under the basket.
Yep. A bit left, but that's just outside the bullseye. It's a bit further than maybe 4 or 5 meters. And Timo also slight flex out of the hand, but beautifully done.
So you guys right up there for really comfortable birdies, whereas Flo and Christoph have given themselves long looks for
par and birdie.
Pars and birdie.
What? Do you know where this hole comes in terms of difficulty?
I will in just a second, Carl.
Well, Flo. Ooh, wow.
It's easy. It's the fourth easiest.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I think the grass on this hole was pretty sticky. Ooh, wow. Great and also courageous run from Chris with the OB behind it. But I did not see anyone going OB long, which is kind of interesting because
surprising on the slope, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the grass just grabs really well.
And you and Timo cleaning up your birdies.
And Chris not too thrilled with the par after a great drive, and the round kind of slipping away a little bit.
Especially with a tournament that's only 2 rounds, I'm sure that feels really...
Exactly. It's kind of a different mindset. You definitely, the first round feels like it matters more. You need to be hot more early because you just don't have a lot of time to catch up.
Don't have a lot of time to get yourself back in the race.
Exactly. But fortunately, no one running away yet. Hole 12.
That's a lot of hazard.
Yeah, it's 108 meters hazard island hole. Was a bit controversial, I have to say, especially because the MPO did play the same T-pad as the FPO division.
Okay, well then, yeah.
So you kind of could go through a right gap, but there was really not a good way of playing this safe, and the sidearm was definitely the best shot. And for me, this is a long sidearm. I definitely have to push the distance of my sidearm capabilities.
How far till you get to the safe zone, the not hazard?
Well, I mean, it depends. If you could throw it higher and let it hyzer more, then you would get to the safe earlier. But if you push like flat to hyzer kind of towards the basket, I think at least like 90, 95 meters. So yeah, it plays far.
Nice shot from you.
Yeah, I was
Timo
really
next
happy
with
with
just
that.
one angle.
Yeah, that was not a good shot for him. He's just so proficient with the sidearm. I think it was just a little bit too safe, too much hyzer. You need to trust it to come a bit flat. Yeah.
Chris right up there in the circle. Nice shot.
Yeah, you can see we're all going a little bit more conservative than you would want if you would like to park it, but I think it's just what the hazard does.
Okay. How close is the hazard on the backside of it?
I should really know this, but I haven't checked. You got me.
Well, you didn't have to out yourself this way. You could have just given me a ballpark estimate. Everybody's safe. Everybody getting over there with the forehand.
Yeah, Flo's shot was nice. It was trusted a bit more. If he threw that just a little bit higher, it would have been almost parked, I think, and also good distance by him. We are all putting, but no one close.
Just asking because of the camera lens there. Was it raining again?
It looks like it. Yeah, it was not too bad. It was just a little bit of sprinkles.
You mentioned to me off microphone that the weather wasn't awesome this weekend.
Yeah, it was just cold and windy. Stone cold.
Stone cold. Again, it looked like a tap-in. Just not only from the attitude, but also just the amount of power put into it.
Yeah, shaking his head, he's like, I should have been closer. I should have not had to make this, but I did.
Must be frustrating.
Yeah, I feel for him.
Speaking of frustrating, yeah.
Yeah, kind of feeding for the round of Flo. Kind of.
He's kept himself in the game with those putts.
He's giving himself opportunities. He's also made quite a lot of opportunities, but
nice putt.
Yeah, that one felt really good.
You thanked the basket. Always a good move. Keeping yourself on the right side of the karma gods. You seem like you just got out of a hostage situation, man. And is that another beer frame? We've managed 2.
Yeah. Flo this time.
Yeah, Flo this time.
Damn.
You are owed 2 beers.
Dude, you need to join. I don't keep track of this.
I'll watch the live scores next time. Just let you know in the moment, being like, Carl, let Flo know.
Yeah. Just do that. And we are coming to another.
This is wild. Just looking at the map of this one.
Quite controversial hole. I'm not saying the name people calling this, but it's 109 meters. I think it plays a bit shorter. And then you see you have this OB area. I think what the course designers want, what Chris wants us to do, is decide if we want to go risky but play for, at least clearing OB, so we get a circle 1 putt if we...
To fly over the basket,
exactly.
maybe? Yeah.
Or if we want to lay up, but I did not see the layup once. So everyone was kind of like, okay, let's go.
How'd that work out for you, Carl?
That was just lifted out of my hands so hard.
And where are you coming in there?
I did apparently clear short. There were a couple of people standing at the basket that told us...
it had to be a full-time job on this hole, right? Just people telling you where you...
Yeah, this was actually a problem because there was no official spotter here, so we had a lot of discussions about this, as you can see in a moment. Timo.
Also landing short. Yeah. Landing on the right side of it.
Yeah, and this one looked like it came in before that tree, and it was also there was a lot of talking involved here, and I think if they want to play it like that again, they definitely need to have an official spotter making the call, because it's just impossible from T2.
Or at least assisting the call.
Yeah, but...
Is that Christoph? Chris? Yeah. That's got to feel weird knowing he's the course designer, right? He's like, oh, well.
I think it's not too weird.
Oh, I was trying to create some spice here. Help me out, man. Flo, smile on his face.
You could have just said it feels good. This one looks good. Oh, wow.
So that didn't enter that stretch of safety at all.
Exactly. That was just short all the way. Oof. And he didn't clear. So he does not have a chance to save his par. He actually needs to execute a kind of not really tough approach.
Still, it's easy to imagine this going wrong, even if a player of Flo's caliber isn't going to do that very often. 2 dogs looking away respectfully.
Yeah. Not too much wind at the moment, so kind of routine jump putt to the basket. And
I imagine this is where all the discussions took place.
Exactly, yeah.
Ich hätte jetzt gesagt, dass wenn du die Linie dir anguckst, dass sie hier einfach gerade draufgegangen ist. Also hinter dem Baum da.
Timo is making the case, or is saying it probably went in front of it, and because it wasn't OB by far, if there had not been people at the basket telling us it was over that tree or behind it, I would have probably agreed with him, just the way it was lying. But on the video, you could actually see it was kind of coming in from over the tree. So I think the spot we are giving him here is the correct spot. But yeah, you just cannot know if you're not there,
And also, I think anybody who's played disc golf at a tournament, regardless of what level the tournament is, regardless of what level of disc golf, knows just how uncomfortable these conversations can be, because nobody wants to argue against somebody. Nobody wants to tell somebody, no, you're not there. 5 meters away from the basket, you're there. 12 meters away, but it doesn't matter. I guess it just doesn't matter.
If we were to criticize one thing about the really great tournament otherwise, criticize that putt first, but I think on some of the holes an official spotter would have just been important, because there is more holes to come where from the tee it's just so hard to tell where it went OB, because you just cannot see the lines. You're just flying over something, and there were kind of important decisions to be made based off just gauging. So,
but let's also give Chris his flowers for that awesome birdie. Flo cleaning up the bogey along with you, and Timo cleaning up his par.
Well, that was hole 13.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
What comes next?
14. Distance is 225 meters, this time downhill though, par 4. This is one of the harder holes, I would imagine. It's the tee shot can get tricky. You have kind of a low ceiling, or you need to trust it over the right and let it swing back in, and then the green is just guarded. There's this sand bunker short and left, and then there's OB not too far off right and long. So difficult green to approach, and both shots have some difficulty.
It's actually the third hardest hole.
Oh, really? Okay.
In case you were wondering.
I was wondering. Thanks. And Chris maybe looking to get something going.
Again, very impressive that he's fought his way back to under par.
In a decent spot here, but the approach, you just want to make this approach as short as possible. Mm-hmm. But I think, got a good skip in a decent angle also to attack. Let's see. And Timo is trusting his hyzer way over the OB, but has a good stability on it.
Do you see most shots hanging out there over OB? Is that what you're planning to do?
No, I actually tried to play it a bit straighter and kind of bail out left a bit more.
I see you considering the wind here.
Yeah, sometimes there was, I'm not quite sure what it was like in this round, but there was like heavy left to right wind, which just presses the hyzer down. And this one was a bit pulled, but it was really good now.
Is that Timo's drive that we see you landing by?
Yeah, I think so. It just can get dangerous with the crosswind. Flo.
Again, the person we've seen play the most out of his angles and full flights. Let's see what he does here.
Yeah, I think on this hole it's just a no-brainer to go all hyzer. And yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, right up there with you guys. So Chris will probably be first up with this difficult upshot.
Yeah, this is also a hole where you don't really need the distance, but it just makes the second shot way easier to attack.
Yeah, anything you can do to like every 5 meters closer to this one.
Exactly. This was about the time of the round where Eirik joined the camera crew to get some close-ups, some reaction face reveal cams, so we have like 3 cameramen now.
No way.
That was wild. Wow.
And we start off with a reaction of Chris being upset about this OB throw.
And yeah, I think the crosswind got him, and looking at the footage, it looks like he went out OB quite early. I think we gave him a pretty favorable spot, but okay. And Flo,
nice shot by Flo, yeah.
That's so nice. You can see the OB long comes into play quickly.
Yeah, no, it's a really, really challenging, interesting green. And also like not crazy distance on the hole. But like you said, every little bit helps in order to make this as easy as possible. Big spike hyzer with an approach disc straight into the bunker, right?
Yeah, that was bad. No, nothing else to say. Just short, bad, left.
Is it hazard there or is it?
Yeah, hazard.
I imagine almost all bunkers are hazard.
Actually, all of them. At least on this course.
Oof.
And Timo, going long, good line, but too much juice.
So is Flo the only one landing in bounds there?
Yeah, looks like it. Shout out to my boys Leonard and Jules. Oh, Jules is so happy.
Cute shot. Oh my god, that was so charming.
Why is he so happy? And yeah, Chris still has a putt here. I think on the video it looked like he went out way earlier.
Are you trying to relitigate this? What are you doing, man?
No, I just noticed. And great putt.
Illegitimate putt.
Getting back at him now. No. I mean, great job. It just happens. It's part of it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. We thought it was there, and I have a really good putt myself to save the par.
A legitimate good putt. Chris.
Take that.
Yeah, good putt. A lot of trash talk coming your way from me during these rounds.
No, I'm not. No, but I didn't want to blame. Chris is not. Let me clarify. Chris is not at fault for us giving him this spot.
Timo trying to save his par as well. Oh.
Did you see his foot getting caught up in the OB line there?
I did not. I was too busy focused on the 50-50 grind.
Tony Hawk.
Skateboarding.
Rodney Mullen? Kobe? Oh!
That's your best bit of commentating you've ever had, Carl. Great putt. Great commentating.
Thanks.
Good job, Flo.
And yeah, bogey for Timo.
Yeah, following a little back to the pack. We don't know what the scores are at this point, but we see that you've caught up within 2.
And hole 15, 117 meters. And this hole, I don't know what to say. It kind of, I would call it a filler. It's just, there's nothing in the way. You have OB to the left, but it's just a wide open hyzer. I mean, everyone can take the shot he or she wants.
Legitimate question. Do you think there's like do you think a course should have a hole like this? Just kind of like a breather one? Like hey, this shot you should have, here it is. I mean, for me, it still requires distance, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends, but I think this one I would have almost liked to see this one being brought back another 10 to 15 meters, so it at least challenges the upper part of the MPO field more, entices you to go flex shot. But for us, this is just a hyzer, and I think, I don't know.
We see nobody's. I think both throws so far are edge of circle. Nobody's parked it so far.
Yeah, but you really need to be in the circle at this level. I mean.
Well, look, there you are.
Yup.
Now there's a crowd.
Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned a crowd when there just wasn't one, but now it's shown up.
You just didn't pay attention.
Are you guys the last card as well?
Yes. Timo.
Looks like it could go left.
Yeah, too much swing, and this is a really bad mistake, especially Timo obviously being very proficient with the spike hyzer. It's just kind of a bad mistake to make. He's such a good putter, he doesn't even need to park it, just, you have all the space in the world to the right.
Edge of circle from Chris, a little bit too low. Edge of circle from Flo. Hasn't thrown it yet. A little bit too much hyzer.
Flo just can't get a streak going, It's just always up and down for him this round.
You cleaning up after a nice drive.
Yeah, and just like that, I'm within one stroke of Timo pending this putt. It's kind of surprising. He kind of, not the best golf from him on the back nine so far.
Yeah, I imagine also I don't know if he's leading right now, but he's leading the flight at least. I imagine the -5 is a little bit lower than what you guys would have expected to have been scoring.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, obviously, you can score higher, lower. But, I mean, with the wind and everything, you can see no one in the field is shooting that hot, so must be good.
Huge shout out to our sponsor, ChooseYourDisc.com.
Better choose your right disc for hole 16, as we have some headwind to deal with. 10% off with code Mudau10. Let's go. Also, not too much to say to this hole. OB to the right and a bunker to the left. Definitely a bit more to think about compared to the hole before, but other than that, pretty basic shot, but it has to be precise.
What about this one? Is it just it being uphill that makes this more interesting to you? It seems even more basic than the last one.
Yeah, I think just with the OB to the right, it's that if you hang it out too wide, you're punished harder. And then you also have a green to the left that is reachable. So it's just a bit tighter. You know, on the other hole, you just have this huge bailout area.
Yeah. But these are the second and third easiest holes back to back.
Yeah, definitely a stretch you want to score. I mean, there's nothing between you and the basket, so that says a lot. And Flo, not the best shot. Mine a little short, but I take it. It's in the circle. And this one looked really good from the tee pad. Actually, and we were actually shocked that this is shorter than mine.
Yeah, it's still in the circle.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it didn't get a reaction off the ground like mine did, so. Timo also looks like a really good line.
Is that in bounds?
Well,
But
look at it.
oh, no, this is one of those incredibly uncomfortable conversations you have to have. Was that obviously safe?
We will have to wait. There
Okay.
was a long conversation about this
Okay.
one. Wait for it. First Flo. Good run. Good run.
I'm feeling uncomfortable just thinking about the conversations you guys are having. I didn't have to be a part of it. Oh,
That is...
that's definitely within his wheelhouse. Like you in the first round, in the front nine, you mentioned he's one of the best circle putters in the country.
Yeah, that was way too short for him to miss. I guess it was 8 meters, but...
All right. Flo cleans up his par while you guys begin this conversation. Christoph cleans up his par while you guys continue
We
this
were kind
conversation.
of laughing because looking at it from the top, just a slight change of angle was the difference between...
I mean, Timo doing the thing that I guess you need to do in this situation where you just like remove yourself from the conversation. Obviously, he knows what he wants to be true.
Yeah. No, honestly, good move by him. He just let us have this conversation. He didn't try to argue or anything.
Jesus.
That was the closest I've ever seen, honestly.
If somebody was like, I'll give you $100, but you have to be a part of this conversation.
Wait for this.
He just accidentally took the stake out.
No, it's safe. No, he was saying the line was making a little bit of a... It was not straight all the way, so he tried to pull it, and by pulling it, he pulled the stick out.
So, and then you guys just said like, well, everything's off limits now?
Yeah, I mean, we put it right back, and then it was safe by 1 centimeter or so.
Yeah, well, nice.
Good guy, Chris.
Well, that's a really funny way for that conversation to go out.
Yeah, everyone had a good laugh.
And after 2 easy holes, we come to what seems statistically to be a very difficult one.
Yeah, 245 meters, a little bit downhill, par 4. The first shot you throw over this high grass area, and then you can see on the second shot you have to deal with this big OB before and behind the basket. It's about a circle space, so yeah, a lot of ways this can go wrong.
You've brought yourself back to a -5.
Yeah, pretty happy at this point, cruising. And
Timo dodging the camera.
I'm taking this straight flex shot up the middle route to just be sure to carry the save. A couple other people were taking the hyzer all over the OB area, which is, I guess, easier but also more dangerous.
Did you want it that flat or that low to the ground?
It could have been 1 or 2 meters higher, but I'm happy with that. It makes the approach a bit longer, but
Timo with the hyzer line that you were talking about.
yeah, and that is insane. By the way, no one is playing the hyzer line behind the trees. Okay, the hyzer line is played before the trees.
So that was a bad shot by him. He screwed up.
Completely off. Well, it's just a different distance he's playing with. You can see the hyzer line by Flo, and Flo is a far thrower. Flo is a far thrower.
Yeah, we were talking the entire. I would have expected Flo to do the flex line he's been showing off so often this round, but that's a great throw.
Flo has everything. He has every angle, so he just plays what he feels is the best and executes a good shot there.
Is that coming back?
This is another hard decision we had to make.
Oh man, that camera shot is so. It was so close to coming back.
Even from the camera, we were having another conversation whether that crossed there or whether he would have to re-tee. And we were not sure again. And even with the camera, you couldn't really tell. So
You guys were never taking the camera into account. You never looked at the footage.
no, you're not allowed to do this.
Yeah, okay, good.
But
Okay.
even there were people standing on right next to it, and they even said they were not 100% sure.
I think it's part of the awkward thing about video coverage, because part of the thing about disc golf is just like the decisions you have to make in the moment, and it's uncomfortable that sometimes that they're taped. Nice
Yeah.
shot from you.
It's just impossible to see the line on this hole from the tee pad. So again, it's just a decision you have to make, and you don't really, you don't want to call against the player on a decision like that.
Oh, it's the only chance I've got. I try to do that all the time.
Well, that's the only way you could get strokes on these guys, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, yes. Go ahead. To answer your question,
sorry.
yes, but then no, you don't have to apologize for that. And then Flo, too long, skipping out of bounds long.
Yeah, and Timo, this is so far.
Still bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah,
That's-
not really. Maybe afraid of the OB long.
Oh, yeah. Ah, shucks, he thought. Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
What do you think the German equivalent of fiddlesticks is?
Dude, I just know fiddlesticks from League of Legends. What is fiddlesticks?
This can't be what we're talking about. Chris, almost too long, just within.
Yeah, Chris, again, having to save a bogey from circle's edge. Wind is there again.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
So
pure.
cool.
So good.
Fiddlesticks is a very old way of saying, like, darn it, or an expression you say
Really?
when something goes badly. But, like, from people from a generation that does not breathe, does not exist anymore.
Who?
And that was his putt for par after going out of bounds.
Yeah. And Chris for bogey. Cleans up. Nice.
Again, his putt keeping him at exactly even, keeping him in the game.
And now we have another interesting situation. I line up my putt and Eirik, the reaction cam is walking in. Back. Reaction cam walking out.
Jogs away incredibly.
I step up and he gets up and walks again. And at this point I'm like, please just stand still. It is what it is. Yeah. But I want to take this platform to actually say something. If you're watching a lead card and you are standing, you find yourself behind the basket, just stand still. It's completely fine as long as you're not moving.
All right. This has been our public service announcement. Eirik, we love you.
Yeah, no hard feelings.
Yeah.
Hole 18.
What a weird shape.
Really?
Oh, just a map. It's like
Yeah,
abstract painting.
it's 106 meters. This is a difficult hole. You can see the safe area isn't too big, and the best shot is definitely the sidearm. But yeah, for a lot of people, including me, on the upper edge of the sidearm hyzer distance, definitely a hole where two-stroke swing can happen quickly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it seems like could go long, could go OB right,
Yeah.
Anything can happen on this one.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, how do I want to fly OB?
Exactly. Let's see what Timo chooses.
Timo wants to go OB short and right.
Yep. It's a pro play, apparently. Oh,
What all the kids are doing.
No, but jokes aside, that was weird. Timo is super proficient with the sidearm hyzer.
You choose to park it. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
See how that works out. Great shot.
Yeah. Again, Timo messing up a kind of simple sidearm hyzer.
Which might bring you guys to the same, it looks most likely to bring you guys to the same score.
Let's see.
Let's see how it plays out.
And this one looks really good. Flo really trusts it left a lot, and this is just the safest line you can
Yeah,
play.
it looks like the very wide left the entire time, but with the perfect angle. Great shot.
This hole is really good. Like it's just, I think the OB is really, like, it's fair.
It makes sense.
But it
just makes disc golf
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
The map looks crazy, like a Stonehenge painting or something like that, but
Yeah.
I see now that it makes sense. Great shot from Christoph.
It puts on pressure, it's gettable. It's drama on the last hole, it's everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
People hanging out. There were a lot of people hanging out at the course after the tournament. There were some side events, which was really nice. There were things to do, like football, golf, distance challenge, putting challenge, a restaurant. It was a nice property.
I also heard you and Chris talking about this earlier this year about how they're really trying to make this into a big event, and it seems like they've done a great job of that.
Again, online, so good. Such a good putt, but just didn't drop for him.
Which brings Timo down to -6 for the round.
Flo, nice finish.
+1, obviously not the round he wanted.
I have to say something. Flo kept his head up so nicely this whole round. There were no bad vibes from him. You know, just great mental game, great sportsmanship.
-1 for Chris.
Yeah, Chris fights back to at least decent score, you know.
Yeah.
Still in the mix, honestly.
You tie yourself -6 with Timo. How are you feeling after the round?
I was very happy I managed to make lead card with this.
Look at the love. You almost pushed him over.
Shout out, Flo.
And then let's see the leaderboard. I'm excited to see if -6 was leading the way.
I just spoiled it.
Did you? I didn't listen.
Now I spoiled it.
Oh, crap. Well, yeah.
Who's that?
It's you guys. It's Timo. It's Frederick Faber, who was also leading after the front nine. You, Daniel Nisi, one behind you, along with Martin Kronacher.
And it's so cool because Nisi is the other co-designer of the course, so we get to watch both of the co-designers play.
It's obviously cheating, but I'm very excited to watch the next round with you. And Carl, it was a pleasure commentating here with you.
We should do this more often, man.
How about Thursday?
Sounds great. It just sucks that one of us is getting fired.
Yeah, it does. Comment who you want to lose their job, and we will see you guys next time around. Thank you so much for watching.
Shout out.
Never past 100. Got a routine, but you know I'm still a bunner. Yeah, calories burn off, calories burner. What they know about the body and mind, keep it active, you know we just grind. What they know about the body and mind, keep it active, you know we just grind.